Sports Dynasty podcast, the Dynasty Years, where we love the Patriots and so do you. We're going back in time to relive some of the greatest Patriot moments of all time. I'm Trevor. This is Juan.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm just not going to talk as much.
Yes, because we're going to review weeks 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the 2001 season. Let's get underway.
I might split this though. I haven't decided yet. If this podcast is like 45 minutes, then it's like all four of them. But otherwise, I'm probably gonna split it.
Okay, no problem. Okay, right now we're going to be reliving week 7 of the 2001 season. October 28th, 2001, the Patriots, in the midst of a road trip. This time they're in Denver. In Vesco Field in Mile High, the old Vesco Field, Mile High Stadium. The Vegas line was Broncos were favored by 7 points.
Of course they were.
And this is the same Broncos team that was led by Chris Chandler. No, not Chris Chandler. What's this guy's name again? Brian Greasy and Rod Smith were the leaders of this team. You know, I have to double check because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm completely missing out right now. Yeah, yes. Brian Greasy. And Rod Smith, who was a beast in this Denver team, who was just... We'll get to that in a second.
Rod Smith is still there.
Huh?
Rod Smith.
The receiver?
Yeah. Wasn't that Elway's main guy?
I believe, yeah, it was.
I'm saying still there. Unless he was young when they won. I don't know, but when he got drafted.
But Rod Smith, he was probably one of the last of the Mohegans there.
Yeah, him and Shanahan is still coach, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yeah, Shanahan was still the coach, yeah. All right, so the starting lineup, obviously, Brady was the quarterback, Antoine Smith the running back. You had the 3 wide receivers, David Patton, Mark Edwards, and Troy Brown. Tight end was Rod Rutledge. The offensive line, as always, Matt Light, Mike Compton, Damian Woody, Joe Andrenzi, and Greg Randall. On the defensive side of the ball, we have Bobby Hamilton, Brandon Mitchell, Anthony Pleasant, and Willie McGinnis. Linebackers, he kind of switched it up a lot. The linebackers, you had Roman Pfeiffer, beast, Ted Johnson, and Brian Cox. For the corners, we had Ty Law and Otis Smith. And for the safeties, Laurie Malloy and Tabucky Jones. Let's get it started. On the first quarter, the Patriots got the ball first. Tom Brady was completely laser accurate in this drive. He was 5 for 6. He had 2 throws to Troy Brown. Mark Edwards for 6 yards, Antoine Smith for 4 yards, and another 4-yard gain by Curtis Jackson, not 50 Cent. The next play after that, Troy Brown rushed for a 31-yard game. Lord. Huge 34-yard game. Was tricky. They wasn't expecting that to happen. That was good enough to set up a field goal by Vinatieri to put the Patriots up by 3. The Broncos go 3 and out, but that's not the reason why I'm talking about this now. The Broncos about to punt the ball back to New England, and Kevin Falk muffs the football. But luckily, he recovers his own fumble.
Come on, dog.
Then Tom Brady continues. This is literally a 3-play drive.
You said it's at Denver, right?
This is at Denver,
That's very interesting.
Tom Brady, once again, lightning accurate. 3 passes literally took Troy Brown for an 18-yard pass. You had also Kevin Falk for an 8-yard gain connection. And then literally after that, David Patton for a 30-yard touchdown pass put the Patriots up by 10. Okay? The next play, it was pretty much the Patriots defense smothering Denver in this game. Brian Greasy was sacked by McGinnis. But then immediately after that, a 47-yard pass to Rod Smith. Blown in coverage. That was I believe that was Otis Smith that was being defended. It was bad. That was bad. After that, Mike Anderson, the running back, rushed for 6 yards, 3 carries. For Brian Greasy to find Darius Clark for a 20-yard reception to set up the 8-yard touchdown run by Mike Anderson to put the Patriots lead to 10-7.
It only takes one big play, right?
Yeah, which not it's not as bad, but the second half of this game it just drained like ugly. But we'll get to that in a second. In the second quarter, Tom Brady, 3 for 6, 23 yards. He found, Kevin Falk. Damn, Kevin Falk for
They wish they had him at Marshall Falk.
What that would be crazy. He had a 7-yard catch and a 5-yard catch. Pretty good. He found Troy Brown for the 11-yard reception for the first down. David Patton rushed for 13 yards to get the Patriots first down again. Brady tries to find David Patton and is intercepted by Eric Brown. And the Broncos get the ball at their own 2-yard line. Brady has a really tough time protecting the football in this game. This is only one of
Denver, is what I'm saying.
It's one of many. So they had the ball at the 2-yard line. Greasy goes 24 for 7, 29 yards. Orlandis Gary, who was the backup for Mike Anderson, he rushed for 17 yards in this drive. Mike Anderson rushed for 20 yards, was set up a 50-yard field goal kick by Jason Elam to tie it at 10. The Patriots go 3 and out after that. For the Broncos, next possession, the first play from scrimmage, Brian Greasy is intercepted by Teddy Bruschi to set up the Pats at the Broncos' 28-yard line. So good shit for Teddy Bruschi, man. That's the fucking man, yeah. That's the fucking man.
Big play, man.
All right, the next possession, Tom Brady finds Troy Brown for a 9-yard gain. Then Edwards rushed for a first down for 3 yards. And then, of course, Brady finds Troy Brown for the 5-yard catch to put the Patriots up 17-10 in the second quarter. So far, besides them messing up the football, not protecting the football, they've been moving the ball a lot better as the season progresses. Even though they only had Terry Grant for literally one game, and then they just pretty much deactivated him for the rest of the year because of whatever. But Troy Brown and David Patton really come to their own. I like how they put Mark Edwards, who's a fullback, as receiver a lot of the time, so it's pretty cool. And you have Wiggins and Rutledge, doing the 2 tight end set, which technically they were doing it before everybody else was doing it. So yeah,
I know.
Yeah, it's halftime. It's 17-10. In the third quarter, the Broncos have Mike Anderson with 2 short rushes. Whatever. So it's third down. Greasy is intercepted by Matt Stevens, and the Patriots are at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Brady, in this possession, Brady finds Kevin Falk for 6 yards, a 3-yard rush by Brady to give him the first down, and a short 2-yard pass to Charles Johnson to set up a Vinatieri 44-yard kick, put the Patriots up by 10. Now, this is where it pretty much goes downhill from here for the Patriots. Nice. The Broncos, Chris Cole has a beautiful 33-yard return. The very next play, Rod Smith completely annihilates Ty Law for a 65-yard touchdown pass to cut the deficit 20-17 New England. It was wild. I love Ty Law. He's a Hall of Famer and everything, but Rod Smith is just the man. Rod Smith was literally on fire in this game. It's like, who could stop him? Literally, they couldn't stop him. So it's 20-10 New England. Patriots get the ball again. Antoine Smith rushed for 15 yards in this drive. 2 passes to Troy Brown for a 4-yard reception and 11-yard reception. Fortunately, Brady fumbles the football, but it's recovered. After that, J.R. Redmond, who was the backup running back for Antoine Smith, he loses 3 yards after being stuffed by Chester McLaughlin. You probably remember him. Brady was sacked by Trevor Price and forced to punt. Killed the drive.
Trevor Price.
Yeah, I remember. Man, he was pretty good. The Broncos get the ball back. Brian Greasy is now starting to, really say, all right, we got what we wanted them. They can't stop my boy Rod Smith. And, of course, he finds Darius Clark for 35 yards.
Oh, this defense, dude.
Oh, my God.
Big play.
Then after that, Rod Smith for a 21-yard gain down the middle, first down. And then Orlandis Gary, literally back-to-back plays. Then Orlandis Gary, the backup running back for the Broncos, 14-yard gain, first down, which sets up Brian Greasy's touchdown pass to Dwayne Carswell, 6 yards, put the Broncos up 24-20. Now you get to the fourth quarter. This was a 14-play drive. There's a 9-yard catch to Charles Johnson, first down. David Patton had 2 catches for 15 yards, a 12 and a 3. Antoine Smith rushed for 7 yards on that play. The very next play, Antoine Smith rushed for 18 yards, first down. Kevin Falk with a 3-yard rush, just to try to move the chains a little bit. Very next play, Tom Brady tried to find David Patton and is intercepted yet again by Denard Walker. Beast. And you think that was bad? No, it gets worse. The Broncos,
That's
again.
what, 3?
Yeah, that's 3. Gets the ball back. Brian Greasy tests 15-yard pass to Darius Clark. You know, that's one of the main drives, but unfortunately they had to punt after 5 plays. Patriots still alive in this. Antoine Smith runs an 8-yard run for the first for like 2nd and 2. Brady finds Edwards for a 2-yard gain for the first down. And then after that, a nice, beautiful pass to Troy Brown for 16 yards for the first down. Kevin Falk had 2 rushes for 7 yards back to back. So it was like nobody did 2 rushes for a total of 7 yards for those 2 runs. And then again, Brady tried to find David Patton and is intercepted again for the 3rd time by Delta O'Neal. Kills another drive.
Delta.
The Broncos, once again, Brian Greasy finds Dwayne Carswell, who had a touchdown early in the game, for 10 yards. Eddie Kennett and Kevinson rushed for 10 yards, who's like the second, one of the running backs of the Broncos, for the first down. Greasy was forced out of the pocket and was sacked by Willie McGinnis. Right, so now it's 3rd-19. Brian Greasy passes to Scotty Montgomery for an 18-yard gain, but it's 1 yard short and had to punt.
Scotty McWhat?
Scotty Montgomery was one of the receivers there, 18, but he was 1 yard short. 3:53 left in the game. Brady finds Patton for an 8-yard gain. Smith runs for 5 yards. Antoine, and another pass to Patton for 9 yards. So, you know, they're trying to, you know, at least keep themselves. And mind you, they're down by 4 with less than 3 minutes left to play. Brady tried to find Troy Brown, but was intercepted for the 4th time. And this time, intercepted again by Delta O'Neal for a pick 6. To put the Broncos up. That put the Broncos up 31-20. The Broncos kneel, and that's literally the game. So the Broncos win 31-20. The Patriots fall 3-4. Brady was threw for 203 yards for 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Troy Brown was literally the only person here putting in work on offense. 9 receptions for 86 yards, a touchdown. David Patton could have had at least like 4 touchdowns, but mad interceptions thrown into him. Brian Greasy was 19 for 30 for 283 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Rod Smith was the hot rod in this game. 6 catches, 159 yards and a touchdown. And Delta O'Neal on defense, 2 interceptions for a pick 6. And that is the game in Denver.
That's the first of many hellish visits for Tom Brady.
Yeah,
at Denver.
And that was week number 7. Week number 8. They travel for their final road game of a 3-game set. They're in Atlanta at the old Georgia Dome. Ooh.
Mike. Vick. Vick.
We'll get to him in a second.
The
Falcons were favored by 3. The over/under. But in this game, Chris Chandler started this game. You had
my Vick comes in the game. I forgot. Yeah. I saw this game like a couple months ago.
Chris Chandler is the starting quarterback here in this game. You had Algie Crumpler, who's on this team. Maurice,
pretty good. I like
pretty
good.
Crumpler. Maurice Smith was a pretty decent running back here. For obviously, so the Falcons are favored by 3. The lineup changes a little bit differently. Brady was obviously the starter. Antoine Smith was obviously the starter for the running back. Patton, Brown, and Edwards for the receivers. And you had Jermaine Wiggins as the starting tight end for this game. I like Wiggins. I like Wiggy a lot. Matt Light was hurt in this game from the previous game. He got hurt. So you have Grant Williams taking his place alongside Mike Compton, Damian Woody, Joe Andrunzi, and Greg Randall. They complete on the defensive side of the ball. They really shift everything. On the D line, you have Bobby Hamilton, Anthony Pleasant, Roman Pfeiffer, Beast, and Willie McGinnis. The linebackers were Richard Seymour, Ted Johnson, and Ty Law. The cornerback were Terrence Shaw and Owen Smith. And the safeties were Lloyd Malloy and Tabaki Jones. So obviously in this game, started off really slow. A Patriot 3 and out, and the Falcons 3 and out. The second Patriot possession, Mark Edwards rushes for 5 yards on 2 carries. Brady finds Antoine Smith for 18 yards, first down. Next play, Brady was sacked by Patrick Kenny. You're going to hear his name a lot in this game. Brady finds Troy Brown for 28 yards. And then unfortunately, the next play, Antoine Smith fumbles the football and recovered by who? Patrick Kenny. Kill the drive. He fumbled the ball a lot this season. Jesus Christ. Him and Mark Edwards fumbled the ball a lot this season.
That's garbage. I hate that.
And I don't know. That's crazy. The Falcons, Chris Chandler, obviously went 3 and out. They went 3 and out. The third down, he was sacked by Bobby Hamilton, 3 and out. Only because Bobby Hamilton, I believe he was leading the team in sacks at this point.
Sounds about right.
About right, yeah. The Patriots go 3 and out. Well, it's new. Falcons get the ball back. Chandler finds Tony Martin for 16 yards. And then Maurice Smith, the running back, 58-yard gain for the first down, which sets up Chris Chandler for a 19-yard touchdown pass to Sean Jefferson.
This defense gives up a lot of big plays.
Especially in this season, we doing, I'm like, God damn, a lot.
This is not what New England does nowadays.
Nah,
wow.
They were still learning. They were still trying to get it adjusted to it. So it's 7-0 Falcons. Second quarter, a 16-play drive for the Patriots. Antoine Smith, 5 rushes for 25 yards, including a huge 19-yard run.
Wow.
6 for 8 for Tom Brady in this game. In this drive, you had a pass to 3 catches for Patton, for a total of 25 yards. Falk for 3 receptions for 16 yards. And then Brady finds Kevin Falk for the 4th touchdown pass to put the tie up at 7. Not bad. 3 and out for the Falcons, but after Maurice Smith is stuffed in the game, third down, Chris Chandler is intercepted by Otis Smith. So big play on the defense right then and there for that. So it's still 7-7. Patriots get the ball back. Antoine Smith has a 5-yard run for 2nd and 5. Brady finds David Patton for 10 yards for the first down. Antoine Smith for 10 yards again. And then Brady finds my guy, Jermaine Wiggins, for the 16-yard catch to set up a 48-yard field goal by Vinatieri, put the Patriots up 10-7. The Falcons go 3 and out, so the Patriots have another long drive, 11-play drive. Brady finds Edwards for 12 yards. And then after that, you got Troy Brown with a big 25-yard gain. Charles Johnson had 7 yards in this drive. David Patton had a 15-yard reception for the first down as well. Kevin Falk had 8-yard receiving in this drive too. Then the next day after that, Brady finds Mark Edwards for the 15-yard touchdown. Patriots up 17-7. Okay, right there. The Falcons have a 27-yard return by Derek Vaughn. After by Vaughn, then a big pass to Tony Martin for 19 yards, which sets him up for a 58-yard field goal kick in halftime, and he misses.
Oh, well, yeah, 58 is very, very.
Yeah, Jay Feely was the kicker.
Jay Feely.
He wasn't too bad. We had the third quarter. The Falcons get the ball back. Chris Chandler finds Bob Christian for 9 yards. He's
still playing. I thought he got replaced by now. Oh, that's not.
Not. The next play, he was sacked by Willie McGinnis, and he punted the ball. Patriots go 3 and out, so nothing here. The Falcons get the ball back. The Chandler finds Algie Crumpler 2 catches for a 13-yard reception and a 6-yard reception. Then they go 3 straight incompletions. Horrible. Then Jay Feely is set up for a 49-yard field goal kick, and he misses. So the score is still 17-7 New England. Patriots go 3 and out. The Falcons go 3 and out. And the Patriots, unfortunately, literally the first play of scrimmage, Mark Edwards fumbles the football and was recovered by Ashley Ambrose. Falcons get the ball back. Ashley Ambrose. The Falcons get the ball back and is immediately sacked by Anthony Pleasant. The next play, he finds Tony Martin for a 14-yard reception, but it wasn't good enough because he had to punt 3 and out. The Patriots get the ball back. Smith has a 22-yard run. First down. And then after that, an 11-yard run, first down for him too. And then big play Tom finds Troy Brown for a 44-yard touchdown reception. Patriots are up 24-7. Coach has seen enough. Fourth quarter, Michael Vick comes into the game and finds Brian Finneran for a 50-yard reception. Literally. God damn it.
I'm telling you, man.
He comes in the game. Mike Villa, on this drive alone, he was like, yo, this guy is for real. Because, I haven't seen him play before. This is the first time seeing him here. and then you're watching this game. He has a 50-yard reception to Brian Finneran. And then DeMaurice Smith has, 3 of 10 yards, which sets up a field goal, 20-yard field goal. Patriots are up 24-10. The next play, the next drive, Patriots punt, 3 and out, whatever. Then the final Falcons possession of this game, even though it's already over, it's done. Michael Vick rushes for 35 yards for the first down. It was like, holy shit! Like, and then later in that drive, he has another big 15-yard run by himself for the first down. Obviously, goes second, third down, no good. Fourth down, he's sacked by Lawyer Malloy, of all people. The safety sacked you for the fourth down, and that was the end of the game.
Hey man,
the Patriots win 24-10. They improved to 4-4 heading into Week 9. Going back home, Brady threw for 250 yards for 3 touchdowns. Antoine Smith had 117 yards rushing. Troy Brown had 5 receptions for 99 yards for a touchdown. The only good thing about the Falcons was Maurice Smith had 16 rushes for 84 yards, and Michael Vick, for the 2 drives he played, he was pretty goddamn good. So that's good. Oh man, that was good. But in a second, let me just stretch real quick.
Let's end this episode. We start another one.
Okay. Besides that, we're gonna finish it off right here. We just so that our Patriots are now 4-4 heading into Week 9. We'll get to that in the next episode. That's it for now. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, like, share, subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Radio, and I think I'm missing something else. iHeartradio, and Twitter at Podcast Dynasty. So besides that, see you around, buddy. Peace.